Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I've returned to a very solemn situation here in our multiplayer game of World War II in the Pacific. Early June, because we have made a error, and I guess we have paid the consequence to a degree. What is that error, you may ask? Well, let's go find out. Last turn I landed my military on the Malay Peninsula, guarded by my navy. As we can see, my navy is wiped out. So there was a massive naval battle here. I forget the exact statistics that my adversary talked about in the Discord chat, but to be fair, I'd inflicted some casualties of my own. I think I sunk 3 battleships and a number of cruisers, but he definitely took a beating on me, including with these artilleries. I guess they are able to do a decent amount of collateral damage against naval units. So we are left in a pickle here. I really have no idea how to assail Singapore. My greatest idea at the time, or at the moment I should say, is basically just have a massive army from China, basically, eventually march its way down here to Singapore and just take it. Because we no longer have a naval presence. We're going to have to spend a lot of time rebuilding our naval presence. Not only after our taking a number of cruiser and destroyer and battleship casualties in the Pacific a few turns ago, but now here in Indonesia as well. So yes, tricky situation. I think we only have one transport available here now, so we have to be very delicate with how we proceed. At least we have the island of Borneo. We just need to lock down all of our oil wells as best as we can. Yeah, I'm still racking my mind for a solution to the Singapore problem, because I was thinking I would be able to take the Malay Peninsula before I move on to the Dutch East Indies, but now I do not know how to crack the Malay Peninsula. Okay, well, let's get one. Let's do one good thing first here. I do want to take this Dutch city with this paratrooper I airlifted here last turn. So let's go ahead and do that. We have our bomber here. We're going to come over here. And yeah, so as we can see, it is completely empty. So what we're going to do, I need to start off this turn on a good note. So I'm going to airlift, well, there we go. So I'm going to paradrop right here. And we're going to march into this Dutch city. Okay, I gotta start on a good note, because that last turn really hurt my morale. So obviously well, we gotta get the heck out of here. Let's throw a quick shot at this artillery, and then suppose we'll just come back here. We have a couple of battleships here that we're still healing. Whew. But yeah, basically I just need to train cruisers and destroyers. But of course we need oil for that, but we're working on that. Okay, so we're going to heal here. We have our light carrier here. All our fighters, I think I will be keeping on interception mode. Right. I think I will be getting this oil up first because it is the furthest away from Singapore, so they can't bomb it so easy, and it'll be trickier for them to have a naval ship come over and range bombard it. So okay, so let's get some more good news here. So let's hit this city with these guys, and I think we should be able to take this city. So he moved in that infantry and artillery. I guess he airlifted it. Yeah, so we got our bombers available. Let's come at it. Let's hit the units here. What are we looking at? 42. Let's hit it again. So I'm trying to do all the. We're still making progress on a lot of fronts. Honestly, I'm still happy with how things have developed in the Pacific front. It just the only knife in my back, so to speak, is Singapore. 70. I don't want 70. I'll hit it one more time just to be on the safe side. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to use this Marine. And now I'm going to use a paratrooper to finish off the artillery. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. So we have almost completely captured New Guinea by this point. Let's remove it. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I want to come like spy on this city real quick. That's what I'm trying to plan over here. And we got just one garrison here. It's going to be tricky to paradrop here because the jungle's right here, and I'll have to sit on that tile. But I could probably pull it off with air support at least. So yeah, let's come over here and get you healed. And then of course, we still have several bombers in the area. Okay, so I want to keep these two ships here to protect the transports. I think... So our destroyer here, let me... So we've got two transports here. So I don't really see like any warships, just a few transports. Let me come spy on Port Moresby real quick. Yeah, so it looks like he just did move a couple of fighters here, but they're not they are not intercepting just yet. But it looks like he's getting a little bit worried about Port Moresby. Right. One more. And I think I'll just go ahead and hit their defenses here. Let me finish up here. And I had a bomber over here that was available, right? I could maybe hit that, I thought I did. I'll come back to you. Okay, yeah, so we're trying to get this well up and running as fast as possible. So 2 workers will bring it down to 3 turns. And so we should get this well operational next turn. And we really just need to try our best to get this, keep this maintained, because I need to resume naval production of my cities up here. This transport is basically our only transport at the moment. Gotta keep you here. Oh yeah, this guy. I guess, yeah, I need to keep just having my bombers do recon. So let's come check out this city. Of course, I have my dive bombers. I kind of want to move these guys at this point. I think I will be moving these 2 dive bombers, perhaps over here, to Tarakan. So that way if their navy finds their way over here, trying to blow up my oil well, I will be able to respond to that. I'm a little hesitant to put them in Makassar because I don't have a garrison here. Otherwise, I can only store 2 planes in a city without an airport. Let me see. Maybe I'll, perhaps I'll airlift a garrison there. Let's do our recon missions. Checking out the Navy. Check out the ocean, I should say. Routine recon. Yeah. Great engineer. So we have a great engineer. I think I'm pretty much just going to be saving my great people for golden ages. So I'm going to hold on to you, keep you here. Boom, boom. And we've moved a few. We've moved a decent portion of our navy to the Pacific front, and that's right. We're trying to get the railroad down here to South China. So let's continue that. We are for this guy. We are waiting for a transport to pick him up to ship him to Korea or something, because we have spread our 2 corporations to every single city on mainland Japan. Yeah, I think we're still just hanging on. I'll keep you. You can stay asleep. This group, it's obvious we got to move on to this hill for also the defensive bonus. But also yeah, okay, this city's gonna fall so easy. 2 infantry and a garrison. Yeah, I mean, we could probably take it next turn. Not to mention with this army group, we're moving right for their capital. Hold on, let me use that bomber as a recon mission. So, got 2 American fighters and 1 American bomber, and 2 Chinese infantry. And there's 1 more Chinese infantry here. So, I imagine their capital will fall just as quickly as Nanking. As long as we keep our fighters overhead doing what fighters do best. So I want to move to this tile so I can be on the opposite side of the river. So I have to cross the river. So, yeah, I'll march right here. Alright, skip turn. And we are just about also done making all the improvements that we need on mainland Japan. Like, I want to put a railroad on this lumber mill to get a little bit more, 1 more hammer. And of course, we have our 2 we can't attack this turn, can we? Yeah, so next turn. Okay. So let me come down here. Let me do 1 last check out of these Aleutian cities. So it looks like they are empty. So I'm a little bit being out exposed here for just 1 turn, but I really don't think they are prepared for me to, to move on the Aleutian Islands. So I will just be sitting, I think, right here. And then next turn, on the same turn, boom, I'll take the city of Attu, and boom, I'll take the city of Kiska with my 2 transports here. Catch them by surprise. Skip your turn. And they should be safe here, because I mean, after all the trouble that's gone down in the Pacific, I don't think he's too worried about. I don't think he's prepared for the Aleutian Islands. And if I'm lucky, hopefully he'll divert some more people up here. Because he will have no idea what sort of navy I have up here. Maybe I'll get him to panic. Alright, so unfortunately his 2 fighters are up and doing their thing, so I'm just going to be using these couple bombers for recon. And just like Nanking, there's only a few Chinese infantry to be found here, so I fully expect that these cities will fall very shortly. Yeah, very shortly. Alright, so we're going to get a railroad done here. And we're getting that railroad done here. And that's it. That should be it for my, what I need for mainland Japan. Then I can kick these workers off of Japan and send them to Korea, because there's a lot of improvements that need done over here. I probably want to change this hamlet into a mine, for example. I need to put a railroad on this coal to hook it up as a corporation resource. Get more science from that. So there, I mean, just looking at around, I need to put railroads all along here. There's just a lot I could be doing. I finally hooked up that iron. But yes, so all these guys need healing. Let's come here and start that healing. Have a lot of artillery units here. I don't think either of these army groups really need more artillery. Like, I think they're going to take these cities just fine with what they have on hand. So, like, when I'm looking at all these surplus artillery, I'm really thinking about moving them to help capture the Malay Peninsula, as well as any spare infantry who I'll have. So I can start making a move on the Malay Peninsula as fast as possible. But it'll be rough also because now I don't know how I'm going to, like, obviously when I come over here on the Malay Peninsula, I'm going to be open to naval bombardment. I don't know how I'll be handling this, but let's start, I think, making a move to set our artillery down here. Well, and of course, I can probably move down here faster once I take this city, because I don't have access to these roads at the moment. Yeah, I'll come over here to the city of Canton. Keep you on interception. A lot of infantry here. Fair number of them need to be healed. But these guys, I think I'll be moving these guys to Canton as well. Maybe I'll keep just a couple here. Keep these guys here. Alright, got this coal mine up. So what needs to be done in this general area? Like, I think I really just need to be shipping as many workers to Borneo as possible, because not only the oil wells, but also there's, like, rubber here, and it's going to be rough, honestly. Keeping these resources up, but that's why I need more workers. And then this iron as well. So I do have a transport here. Can we send you over here to Saigon? Or Hugh? I'm going to do just that. Pick you up. I could use a worker to come make an airbase in one of these cities in Borneo, so I could station more planes there. I'll consider that. Oops. Dive bombers. Yeah, this work or this transport can skip its turn. I think they're... Do I dare send a bomber to hit this city? I don't think there's a point, because I'm not about to attack it, so I don't know if I just want to bomb it for no reason. Well, maybe I'll come bomb this. Okay, we got intercepted. So they have a fighter somewhere. I didn't see any of these three cities, so I got carried away. Luckily, I wasn't shot down fully. It's going to be really tough, like, to have paratroopers come and, like, take these cities without air support. If I had bombers, I could definitely bomb them, but all these fighters... Just Singapore is just the biggest problem that I'm facing right now. It's such a pain. Too many fighters. Like, I don't think I need this fighter here on this fort. I guess I'll move you to this city over here. Alright, yeah, so let's just, I mean, we're kind of just sitting here on guard duty with our military, unfortunately now on this island. No way to reinforce Malay Peninsula without transports and a navy. So we're just going to sleep here. Yeah, this flag can move down with the artillery. All right. Yeah, this is our Midway. We're definitely not going to be able to take Midway, unfortunately, by early July. Just too much going on here. I was really happy to sink that American carrier on my last turn, but yeah, it's just still too much going on here. Remember, our reward for taking it is only a simple, like I think a carrier that can store one plane. So in my opinion, it's really not that special. Peering for any rogue American ships that may or may not be sailing by, so we can do another air attack on them. Coming here. I might just airlift a garrison here to my Kassar. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't want to keep planes in an open coastal city. That is just too much of an incentive for them to just come and take it with the transport. So I will be... I don't know. Do my aircraft carriers in the Pacific need more dive bombers? Because I think a few of them... I think I need more zeros than anything. Like, this is full capacity. Cargo space 4 out of 4. These are all full. But this one is 1 out of 3, but it needs zeros. So I've lost 2 zeros, but that's all I've lost so far. I would like to move on this city again, retake it. Definitely not guarded, but we don't have a transport available. So in the meantime, we're just that's okay. We still need a few turns to kind of regroup in the Pacific. That's what we're doing now. So I tell you what, maybe I shouldn't be like doing all these. I mean, I need to do some recon missions, but let me come down with this carrier, I can come down with 2 carriers and hit this city with a couple of dive bombers, I think. Let's do just that. It's not far from Port Moresby. Where's my other carrier? This one. These other carriers, I kind of wanted to let them heal. There's a submarine here. There was a submarine here. That was lucky. Let's have you come a little bit closer. Can we sit? I mean, we have not. I don't know if it's bugged, but we have not had a lot of luck lately sinking transports in harbor. Okay, yeah, we do 50% just fine. I want this dive bomber to heal. I'll send you back to the city. And everyone else here, I guess I could have planned that a little bit better. That's okay. So I have 2 dive bombers here I would like to try to use. Okay, let's come south one more tile. Let's see. 0%, and I bet 0%. Okay, so it must, like, this bug is kind of annoying. I would like to be able to sink their transports, but just, I don't know. It's not in the cards for me. So we're going to come back up here. Keep returned. And the zeros, they're on interception because they need to be, but I don't think they're going to be intercepting, so they should be able to heal. You can heal. You can intercept. You can intercept. And all the ships and dive bombers that need healing, I hope they just heal. They enjoy their R&R. Yeah, these dive bombers are fully healed, but the carrier is not. The carrier needs another couple turns, so that's what I mean when I said I could have planned it better. Send out the carriers that don't need healing to attack, and okay, whatever. Not a big deal, especially with the bugged air bomb. Poor air bomb mission. Okay, so what do I do with these guys? These guys are all fully healed, right? No one needs healing. I don't expect the American fleet to be making a move on us because they have no more carriers. So I think I want to kind of move these guys down because I have a few transports here. Maybe we can use this naval detachment to really help take Port Moresby. Or Guadalcanal. Of course, our transports are still here. Yeah, so he has 2 transports here and a transport here. Like, I wish I could use my bombers just to start air bombing them, so it's kind of taking that strategy away from me. And I would like to take Port Moresby as fast as possible because it'd be nice to lock down this island, and it's a victory city, and he just moved a couple of planes here. So, but I do need to be careful because I don't have any fighters here to intercept their planes. So what is the range? It's a range of. They both have a range of 5. So they're both fighters. The fairy swordfish. So I definitely don't want to come here and end my movement here because I don't want them attacking me, potentially sinking me because there is a chance of that. So I'll move my 1, 2, 3, 4. I move these guys just right here, and next turn I'll come boom, hit Port Moresby, and maybe run back away. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll come right here. All right, yeah, this worker has nothing to do except wait for these transports. Whenever these transports are coming back from the Aleutian Islands, I'm going to pick up this hard-working worker. Skip a turn. Yeah, do not know what to do with these dive bombers. You know, perhaps I move them to here. Maybe I'll invade Australia. Like, I don't think it's the worst idea. And it'll really throw off the Commonwealth from focusing so much on Singapore, I think. I don't know. Like, I wonder what a land invasion of Australia even entails. Especially, like, in northern Australia, which is where I would be landing. What's your range? 8. So I'm going to move my dive bombers over here. Yeah. No, here. Skip your turn. So these 2 transports, I want to get this infantry and this paratrooper healed. And then we have 2 Marines here who are fully healed. So you can spend a few turns healing. You can spend a few turns. And then these 2 Marines. Let's load them up and get them ready to go. Next turn. And that's right, we got our cavalry protecting our worker as he rebuilds this coal mine. And good God, this is still giving me PTSD. I guess we got to move into and attack this artillery, but I want to move off the Malay Peninsula. I don't know if we're going to be able to survive with these guys retreating off the Malay Peninsula. But, I don't know, because he doesn't have too much. I mean, he has his navy. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm assuming he's going to want to use his navy to heal and not attack me. And this is his only artillery he has. So let's do
準備完了
this.
準備完了
I'm gonna have you blow up this mine.
わかりました
Have you blow up this drill.
了解
And have you this tank come over here. And okay. So we cut off. We cut off the connection to this other island at least, or to this other city, I should say. These two guys will fortify, and then next turn we'll make a little move over here. Skip your turn. Yeah, all these carriers. Skip their turn. Just want to do a recon mission. But it's frustrating because I see how unoccupied all these Dutch cities are, and I want to make a move. And I think I made the wrong decision trying to take Singapore before I move on the Dutch cities, but I don't know. Maybe I could have moved on Java before Sumatra. Maybe I should have done Java. And then, I don't know. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Skip your turn. Intercept the 0. Alright, a few cavalry units. Don't know if I need to move my cavalry units up, to be honest. The cavalry is kind of rear guard duty. So yeah, just watch them. Okay, and like I was trying to support my vassal here in the jungle, but it's just too much to bear. So I'm just gonna pull out of here. I'm moving a military. I mean, military academy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put a military academy here because we're getting our production ramped up in this city. I didn't say I want to put a farm here, so eventually I'll get a farm here. And this city, or these two workers. So let's come get a railroad on this coal, because that's of course a corporation resource. And this is another corporation resource. So let's, I mean, that's easy science for us to hook that up. For our Kawasaki Corporation. Gives us commerce and science for every coal resource. So, easy coal. Let's get those connected. What's this? I mean, this bomber is kind of supporting the move on Japan, but it's hard with these Warhawks here. I mean, excuse me, the move on to China, but it's hard with the Warhawks here. I think I've already explored all these cities, but I'm kind of just double checking, but very few defenders in all these cities. That's right. I did move these two dive bombers, so I don't like. So these two dive bombers are kind of just sitting on this island. I don't know, like, if I can. I don't know. Range of 8. Maybe I'll move you to Leh, just to get some more. Yeah, I'm gonna move you to Leh. These two guys, because they're not attached to any aircraft carrier. Okay, I think factory. You know, there is 3 production resources on this city, and a couple of other hill tiles if I can get a mine on them. So this is actually not a bad production city. I think it definitely warrants a factory. And the factory, of course, lets us construct tanks and lets us make an aircraft plant for whenever we finally get oil. So yeah, I think in the meantime, let's make a factory. Good, we got a levy going here. I want Wuhan to be like the king of these 3 cities. Shale plant. Shale plant is cheaper, and it provides plus 10% production. But 2 yuck faces. So I think I should make a shale plant rather than a hydro plant, because I'd rather get that plus 10% production. We cannot continue constructing our tank. Maybe we'll make an aircraft plan in 2 turns. Not a bad deal. Yeah, these, unfortunate. But we'll get that oil hooked up next turn. Pentagon is funny to me. Be able to make the Pentagon. I thought last turn I already went back and changed all the production of all of my cities that were making oil things, but I guess not. You can make a spy here. I think it'd be good to have some spies on hand. Kaskar. We expanded our borders. Yeah, so training garrison would be good, I suppose. Yeah, this city I was trying to station some more engineers here rather than spies. No, 1 engineer. Okay, so next turn we're going to research airdrop tanks, which unlocks the... Oh, right here. The KI-61 Tony replaces the Fighter 2. So he's not a carrier fighter, but he is the next upgrade of our Fighter 1. Who's... Okay, so this is the previous iteration. Strength 12, range 10. Did I read that right? He actually has 4 less range. That is not worth it. He has 1 more strength but 4 less. 1 more strength but 4 less range. Okay. That's not great. Range is almost more valuable than strength, honestly. Especially if you can't put these guys on carriers. If they're on carriers, minimal range is needed. But city-based fighters, I definitely need range. So I think we'll just keep on training zeros, I guess. But it does unlock the promotion range 1, which increases our operational range. But I think I was taking this because it does lead to these 2 techs. This is plus 25% versus water units, mechanical bomb sites. Armored flight decks unlocks the next iteration of the zero, which has 3 more range and 1 more strength, and costs 48 more production. I think that's worth it. Yeah, so I can't wait. 19 range is crazy, actually. So looking forward to training the next upgrade to the zero pretty soon, because I think I'll probably hit up armored flight decks next. And I think hopefully we can trade one of these technologies to India for basic computers. Hopefully. Yeah, espionage, I guess we're looking pretty equal with them. I'm just keeping it at 10% for now. What am I looking at if I want to get, for example, like, if I want to get city visibility of the city of Darwin? I wish I could sort this alphabetically. City visibility of Darwin's nearly 52,000. So we need close to 50,000 more. Yeah, about 46,000 more espionage points. So that's, well, I would have to seriously invest in espionage if I wanted that. I'm just doing a little bit to take advantage of this modifier of the police state, and I guess to keep pace with them. So yeah, guys, I am perturbed about this whole Malay Peninsula situation. I was really hoping to lock down the Dutch East Indies as fast as possible because of all the resources, all the rubber and the oil and yada yada. But now I am confused on how to proceed. My best guess is to really push China. I'm doing really well against China. We sunk another American carrier the turn before. And I think there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 land units protecting Port Moresby. I'm happy with how our front over here in the New Guinea is going. Especially because, yeah. What am I going to do with my carriers? Once they're all healed, my battleships and all these guys? Good question. I think I want to retake these 2 cities. What are we looking at? We're looking at 3 more turns. So I think we can spend the next 2 turns probably, hopefully taking Port Moresby, if we play our cards right. And Guadalcanal. I don't know. A lot of random cities over here we can maybe even make a move on. But, yeah, so feel free to leave any comments about how to proceed against this whole Singapore situation. That is the one thing that I'm racking my mind over that I can't quite grasp. Hopefully we'll get oil locked down next turn for good, and we won't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. Until next time, we will return in late June of 1942. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and take care.